Hello?
Dave, it's a graduation. Smile, boy.
Going to Disney World, alright? Be a long ride there.
What are you taking?
Later. Just shut this door for us.
So you can't get out.
Just bring my other gun. Shit.
Not forgetting anything? You guys don't get tickets. Building on my present for Wendy.
And there goes Dave off for graduation. Wave, Dave!
Try to hold it. Elaine. Right here. Her grandchild.
Buy extra. If it changes in the middle, just slow down. Change. Push the date button. They want the whole back. She wants me to film the whole thing.
That's a big boy. They made it, right, Charlie?
Now you can't see that.
Can't see it anymore.
Where is Rena? Huh? Congratulations. Elaine, congratulations.
There's Sean right at the beginning. Akida. Oh, he's right at the beginning. Got his sunglasses on.
Lower all these people in the
Got mine is right at the beginning.
Salutatorian, our national anthem conducted by Patrick Dalton, and the invocation given by Deacon Gerald Henwood, St. Gabriel's Roman Catholic Church, Marlborough. I would ask those seniors at this time who wish to participate in the band and the chorus to please assemble with their groups.
Please join me for the flag salute. Everyone stand. Ready? Salute. I pledge allegiance of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have brought these graduates to this milestone of their growth. Bless these grandparents and relatives whose support and encouragement have been so important to these graduates. Bless the administrators and teachers whose qualifications, dedication, and commitment have enabled these students to learn, develop, and excel. Lord, bless these young men and women of the graduating class of 1992 who are being recognized this evening for successfully completing their curriculum and for achieving honors and recognition for outstanding accomplishments. Bless each one of them with a well-founded sense of what they have accomplished and a deep-seated appreciation for their parents, grandparents, relatives, administrators, and teachers. Send forth your spirit of peace on these proceedings as we give to you all praise, honor, and glory now and forever. Amen.
Please be seated.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna get that.
You got my tickets, you might as well sit here. Is there room?
Thanks, yeah, there's room, but sorry about that.
It's okay.
We're skinny though. Okay.
I'd like to officially welcome you to the 23rd I'm sure as we read tonight the accomplishments of the class, the photographer who just took that picture for the Asbury Park Press, that will be symbolic of the accomplishments of this class, and that's most unfortunate. And I would appreciate your attention for the rest of this evening. I ask at this time that Mr. Dalton and the chorus please perform, as you are scheduled to, America the Beautiful. I officially welcome you to the 23rd Annual Commencement Exercise for the Class of 1992. We are pleased to have with us this evening Arlene Radman, Board of Education Representative from Colts Neck, Peter Warren, Board of Education Representative from Marlborough Township, from the Marlborough Jewish Center, Rabbi George Schlesinger, Dr. Patricia Emmerman, Assistant Superintendent for the Freehold Regional High School District, and from Marlborough High School, Robert Silvestri, Senior Class Advisor, Barbara Loftus, Student Council Advisor, and Marlborough High School Assistant Principals Patricia Demon and Anthony G. Procopio. We're also pleased to have the Mayor from Marlborough with us this evening, Mayor Scanapico. It's a pleasure to have you with us. It would be normal at this time to introduce to you the valedictorian and salutatorian. I'm going to break that tradition because there is someone else I would like to be honored this evening. And I would ask that Fatima Razvi please come to the podium. While Fatima is approaching the podium, it's fitting at this time that we introduce her as a co-salutatorian, for it was up to yesterday's final examinations that Fatima slipped by hundredths of a thousand to be third in her class. And truly, she is an accomplished academic scholar. Throughout her high school career, she has been recognized as an honored student, competing in most of the advanced placement courses and honors courses that we offer. And yet, beside all of her academic work, she's also been active in extracurricular and co-curricular activities, such as the science and the math leagues, drama club, National Honor Society tutoring, and community service were other aspects of Fatima's achievement. Among honors received are the Rensselaer Award for Outstanding Student in Mathematics and Science Area, the Edward J. Blaustein Distinguished Scholar Award, and the Douglas Scholars Award. She plans to attend Douglas College and pursue a career in medicine, and I've asked her this afternoon if she would please address the class.
Thank you, Dr. Casey. Faculty, parents, and fellow students, it's really quite an honor for me to be up here this afternoon, and I thank the school for making it possible. I look out here this evening into the eyes of a myriad of happy faces and minds thinking, graduation, the long-awaited day finally presents itself before us. Many of us couldn't fathom the idea of sitting in these very places, receiving diplomas, and going out into the world ahead. Feelings of relief, thanks, and elation pervade the air this evening. I can also sense, however, sadness welling up inside our hearts. Will we forget our closest friends and teachers as we plunge head first into the sea of new adventures? The answer to this question is no. One extraordinary ability of the human mind is the ability to remember the things that are most important to us in life. Never forget that. The 4 years we've shared together will always be cherished. As a class, we've laughed, cried, talked, listened, and put up with the many obstacles that came before us. These years at Marlborough High will never be forgotten. Nevertheless, we must proceed with caution as we move up to the next rung in life's ladder. Although entering the new world of the future can be frightening at times, strength and determination will pave the way. Never underestimate the power of the human mind. As they always say, you can do anything, once you put your mind to it, and they, whoever they are, really know what they're talking about. So set your goals for the future and stick to them, never giving up on the power you possess to make things happen. The past is over. The present is still here, and the future has yet to come. The human mind enables us to link the old world behind us to the new world ahead. Because of our minds, we'll be able to remember the past. Because of our minds, we are able to live the present. And because of our minds, most importantly, we have the power to determine the future.
The team's overall average was 4.7106. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce the salutatorian for this year's class, Tejas Parikh. Tejas has earned an overall scholastic average of 4.7372. Tejas has accomplished a highly outstanding record here at Marlborough High School. Academically, he has maintained superior grades in a variety of academic areas, including all of the honors courses and advanced placement classes. He's also served as co-captain of the cross-country team this year. His participation in cross-country, winter and spring track, have been continuous and significant all 4 years. He is a scholar, athlete. In his community, he's contributed his time and skills as a first aid cadet. Following his junior year, he attended Yale University summer program. Tejas plans to attend Columbia University, and we look forward to hearing of his continuing achievements in college and in his career.
Good evening, parents, friends, teachers, Dr. Casey, and the class of 1992. I welcome you today to our graduation ceremony. We have been praised as a class full of spirit and one that is extremely special. But what's more is that each one of the individual students contributes something different to our graduating class. No matter what it may be, whether it's academics, sports, drama, clubs, or just being yourself, each person stands out and is someone who can make a difference in this ever-changing and evolving world. I want you all to realize that there are a lot of deserving people that should be up here speaking to you today. So I speak for all of those people, and I speak for the class of '92. We have been together for over 4 years now, from the times when we first entered the halls of Marlborough High School till today, when we are about to graduate. Each person has experienced changes that comes from within themselves over the years. Whether it be a change in personality or even a change in wardrobe, there was still something there. We definitely learned a few things along the way and met various kinds of people. All the moments we shared together as a class should stay with you. That not only includes all the sports, plays, and the proms, but even the little things of everyday life. But now it is time to take the next step. Although the next step may be different for each one of us, we are all entering uncharted territory, which will be quite unstable compared to the tranquil waters of Marlborough High School. These undiscovered lands require people to make an effort and to put forth their best. And I know each person here is capable of that. We have a society that needs new thinkers and new ideas. The world is filled with problems such as racism and intolerance. As members of this world, it is your job to take a look at yourself and try to make a change. As the summer comes by, find out what your dreams are and find out your passions. Make sure you pursue your dreams and don't ever give up on yourself, because you can make some kind of difference. Khalil Gibran once said in The Prophet, "You give but little when you give of your possessions. It is when you give of yourself that you truly give." That is something that everybody has to offer, no matter how much money they have or what kind of car they drive. In high school, the majority of our time was spent learning textual concepts. Sure, we went beyond things in discussion, but most of us have yet to confront the real world. There are so many things to see and understand. It will take people such as you to express your opinion freely on how things really are. Don't ever be afraid to express how you feel, because if it's inside you, it has a reason for being there. However, you should also take time to listen to others, because you can always learn from them also. I once knew a wise man named Chewy, who told me that it is when you stop learning that you are truly old. Therefore, I believe that it is possible to stay young forever. Now I would like to take you back to a baseball game where Doug Nyberth hit a home run. Not only was it a time when our baseball team won the Shore Conference tournament, it was also symbolic to what each person here is capable of. If you watched Doug as he trotted around the bases, he had this very special look in his eyes, and his stride seemed to extend endlessly. It was this kind of feeling and sparkle that every student should go after and find. At this time, I would like to thank my parents and family for their love and their support. I would also like to thank the Marlboro Track Program for 4 awesome years. I appreciate all the help from my teachers and friends over the years also. And most of all, I'd like to thank the class of '92 and best of luck in the future. Thank you.
Gives me great pleasure to introduce the valedictorian for this year's class, Sherry Lynn Morin. Sherry has earned an overall scholastic average of 4.7446. Sherry, of course, ranks #1 in the class of 381 students. She has pursued one of the most demanding academic programs here at Marlboro High School. Sherry is a Rutgers Scholar nominee, a member of the National Honor Society, a National Merit Scholarship Commended Student, and an Edward J. Blaustein Distinguished Scholar. She has also made excellent contributions to the high school's extracurricular program. She has been a cheerleader for 3 years and served as captain. All 4 years, she has been very active in the peer counseling program, serving as a peer leader, peer tutorer, big sister, an assistant in the orientation of new students, and an ambassador of the peer counseling program. Next year, Sherry will be a member of the freshman class at Duke University, and there's no doubt that she will be very successful in her college years and a positive force in society for many years to come.
Congratulations! Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. Be sure when you step with care and great tact. And remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Good evening, Dr. Casey, Mr. Procopio, Miss Denman, faculty, honored guests, family, friends, and of course, the graduating class of 1992. The poem I just recited is part of the immortal words of Theodore S. Geisel, better known to most of us as Dr. Seuss. Well, here we are, concluding yet another chapter in the book of our lives. As we open up our special books and flip through these past 4 years, we find that day in and day out, 10 months of the year, 5 days a week, we have been in the classrooms and hallways of Marlboro High School. Although some of us may not wish to admit it, we've learned a great deal. How will we ever be able to thank our many teachers and advisors for the knowledge they helped us to acquire? Every teacher imparted his or her own unique characteristic and style unto us. Each of us, in one way or another, represents the sum total of their combined efforts. But we would be less than honest if we were to say that the only development and learning that occurred was in the classrooms. When the bell rang at 3 o'clock, we didn't call it quits. Many of us piled into the locker rooms, meeting rooms, and the library. Although those times seemed like pure recreation, we matured and grew through extracurricular activities. For many of us, sports events are scattered throughout the pages of our book. This is where we learn to excel. We need to practice. With expert advice and time given by our coaches, we enjoyed many victories and learned to deal with the defeats. The spirit of homecoming taught us that while winning is important, it really isn't the only thing. We learned to set goals for ourselves and work towards them. Who can forget standing in the pouring rain as the Stangs stopped the Chop by a score of 6-0? Or watching that winning hit during the championship baseball game. And how can you beat that girls' tennis team, #1 in the state? Now on to the entertainment pages, my favorite part, the proms, the dances, the socials, and the special events. It all helped to bring us closer to our friends and to make new ones. We also learned to balance our work with our play. So many memories will be carried forward. Remember crowning the homecoming queen? Walking into the pep rally with a green balloon in hand to show your senior spirit? And listening teary-eyed to our prom theme. I think back now to 4 years ago when we first came to high school as freshmen. Graduation seemed to be a lifetime away. But we worked hard and we played hard, taking things day by day, marking period by marking period, and year by year. And well, what do you know? Here we are today, graduating. Now it is time to move on and add chapters to the book. This is not to say that we will not return to these pages of high school. They should remain open as a source or reference for the rest of our lives. We sit here today, gathered together for the last time as a class. Each of us will continue to write our books by living our lives each day and trying hard to move forward in a world that often seems backward. Although at times we may feel like just another book on the shelf, together we fill the library of the future. John Erskine, a noted professor of Columbia University, summed it up when he told his students, "The best books are yet to be written. The best paintings have not yet been painted. The best governments are yet to be formed. The best is yet to be done by you."